what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah.
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, who wants a treat, yeah? Keep listening.
Showing indeed. Hello and welcome into the Tuesday edition of Your Show. I am your host, Gary. Still, as far as we know, this bad boy right here. Monday to Friday, 4 to 5 p.m. The only people doing that on the internet originating from Saskatoon. That's why things have been so successful here. Well, mostly because of you, of course, but as well, being different allows you to stand out. So I'm so grateful and thankful to be able to greet you here each and every weekday. It means a lot. And thank you for helping us keep pushing our movement of putting others before yourself and all the other golden rules out there. We end the show with karma's very real. Do good things. They'll happen to you all the time because it's true. And the more we do of that, the more positivity we will find. What's that? LB's in there making noises again. And oh yeah, okay, she's good. And the more impact we can have in allowing us to go outside of the house and not being surrounded by everybody with frowns on their phones, hating everything. That's the goal. So thank you for being a part of that. We also have a camera that everyone comes around for because it is the most beautiful camera in the history of all cams, and today is no different. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the Maggie Cam. Look at that. She is right underneath the air conditioner right now, and she is living her best life. No, look at the camera. There you go. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. LB will work that. The Maggie Cam, as always, for our favorite pet store in the universe, that is Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocers. When you walk in those doors, Mike and or Rochelle will greet you with all the kindness and everything I just talked about. They represent. That's why they were the first business on board here, because they know what we're about, and they too want to make the world a better place, and they want to let people know about the importance of putting others before yourself. They do it all the time at this shop. Whether you're looking to get your puppy cleaned in the state-of-the-art cleaning station at the back, or you're looking to change your puppy's diet with a raw organic diet, the real food diet, they got fridges in the back for you there. They got all the normal dry foods as well. They got the toys, they got the treats, they got the outfits, they got the medicines. If they don't have what you're looking for, they will also go out of their way to order it for you, because Rochelle and Mike are angels in human form, and we appreciate them and love them oh so much. They are also open after hours and on weekends, thanks to Kirsten and Chris. So head by, say hello, and continue to support the incredible business that is Pet Planet on 8th Street. They are your pet's natural grocer. Well done, Margaret. Look at her hold. She's like, this AC is the best thing in the world. All right. Tuesdays. We talk about this all the time. The reason Your Show is named Your Show is because it's actually your show. It's not like the shitty Beatles. It's not just a clever name. This right here is a true representation of that. Each day has its own sort of show, its own sort of host, and today, again, no different. It is time to introduce the panel. Before we do that, I'm going to hit it on here because I now have this ability. We also have our final member, our third member, I guess fourth member, if you will. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the All Out Angst Podcast. Woo! Yeah. One half of the CCO. His name is Uncle Brando. One full meal deal of all the natural products from Uncle Mike's. It's Uncle Mike. It's the Uncle Table. We got an Uncle Table finally. That's great. And from all the bands, say hello to Matt. I'm going to cheer for you guys.
Hello.
Not only that, I'm going to hit the air horn. Awesome. Boys, we're here. We did it. We made it to showtime. How is everybody doing? Starting with you, young man.
Well, I'm doing the best because this was my weekend off. So this is the fourth day in a row that I haven't been at work. So I'm starting to feel human emotions, all of the things.
The shell of the flower starting to open.
Beautiful. Yeah, no.
Right before it's going to close back up.
But
I
won't talk
love
about
seeing
tomorrow.
you at the end of this. That's great.
It's awesome.
And you brought something.
Yeah.
Before we get to anyone else, I just want to throw this out there real quick. We've been talking about the new Propaganda album that Matt from All the Bands got for his birthday from Merbs and his lovely, beautiful partner. And that's it right there. Now you're wondering, why is that here? Well, inside That package is a record, as you can tell, but that record is colored. And the one thing I've always loved about records is when something's a different color besides that normal black record, it becomes so much more special. And we're going to find out what color that bad boy is a little later today, aren't we?
You got a feeling? What do you think?
I'm thinking it's going to be blue.
I was feeling green.
Green? We're
Yeah,
taking
Pink.
it. Pink?
That's a solid guess.
Red, blue,
Uncle
green,
Brando.
pink. I'm gonna say red, just because it's different than what everybody else.
That's
Well,
fair.
you said pink. That's too
Pink
close.
translucent.
Yellow.
Yeah, yellow was
that's
the one I was going to go.
different.
Okay.
There we go.
So we'll see where we land on that. But I'm very excited to crack that baby open and see what color it is. Uncle Mike, it's been another week, my friend. You came
It
in
has.
here. You're looking good.
Yep.
You're smelling great. How's
Oh,
everything
thank
going?
you. Nah, good. Yeah. Sun is shining.
That's half the
I'm
battle,
here.
isn't it? Yeah.
With you guys.
So happy. It's our happy place, right?
Yeah.
It's our happy place all the time.
Great.
And our final member who we've just added because we just finished another trip through Super Chinaland,
Yeah.
I guess it's called. Super Ninja Boy is the game. Over on the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media is where you find us. And we got 3 new subscribers. We felt like we were like doing good.
We fought aliens. We fought robots. We fought walking Incan temples.
Yeah.
We used a watch to control a giant flying robot.
That sounds like my weekend.
Right? It was a good ass day on the Twitch.
We also
stream.
steered a giant whale that swallowed us.
Oh yes, we also got eaten by a whale
Yeah.
and then controlled it by touching the walls of the inside of its mouth.
Whale Man lives inside the
Oh.
whale, and Whale Man allowed us. He's like, here, take my whale for a spin. We're like, all right, bro.
And we fought a guy named
named
Straw Bear.
Yeah. That was
I like that.
the Pit Gang. There's a
Remember the
whole
Pit Gang.
there's a whole gang named the Pit Gang, and they all have different fruit names.
And what
Corin was the final boss.
what
and
game is this again?
Super Ninja Boy for
On
the Super
what?
Nintendo.
For Super Nintendo. Okay.
Nintendo.
It's
All right.
crazy.
It's
Yeah,
actually
it sounds
way
wild.
ahead. It's way ahead of its time.
It
It has
really
a lot
is.
of really cool innovations, but like they were shooting for up here, but they kind of hit it around here because nothing that they did actually works properly. But we all have done our best.
Yeah.
and we're trying.
And it's a lot of fun. And we're getting
having
close.
fun.
We're getting close.
Yeah, we're one level away. We got one more aura ball to get, and then I assume the final boss, which I'm guessing is going to be some super big sky laser space beam,
Hell yeah.
and it's going to be good.
If you saw on the screen behind us right there just a mere seconds ago, this Saturday, June 7th, it's all happening. My brother is coming back from the East Coast, and you guys are going to shred as it is go time. 25 years of blood, shred, and beers. Nailed it. Huge show. Untimely Demise, Endless Chaos, and Raven Witch. Vince McMahon voice. I got to stop doing that because we hate that piece of garbage.
Steal the voice. Take the voice back.
I guess maybe. Hey,
F
the voice
the
of
guy,
wrestling.
but like his voice
That's
was
fair.
funny, man. Like
All right.
use it.
Yeah, I
Good call.
agree.
Yeah.
And the walk. Like, do the walk and do the voice, but that guy.
Just feels, yeah, he's the worst.
Frig off.
There
Yeah.
it is. How are we feeling? Are we getting close? Are we getting ready? Is everything
I'd
coming
say
together?
I'm starting to get all of the normal things, the nerves and stuff. But I've actually had some time because I had 4 days off, so I've been running the set a lot, both sets, and they're feeling good. You know, Untimely's got a cover that we're doing, so for that's always the toughest for me. Like if we mess up our music, who cares? But
yeah, but
it's
you
like
want to
when you-
represent
yeah.
it when you're doing someone
So
else.
that,
Yeah.
and this is a cover too, where there's kind of like stops and starts, and if like I come in early and then trying to get back, we're setting ourselves up for a possibility of a good train wreck. So everyone better come out on on Saturday because it could go well or it couldn't. But yeah, no, and then the Raven Witch stuff is going really well. We've been again jamming quite a bit, and with Noel coming in, we're jamming tomorrow. We're gonna jam. Friday's gonna be a big jam party where Raven Witch is gonna jam. I think the Endless Chaos boys are even gonna come to the Raven Witch jam. I don't know if they're
You were
gonna
saying
jam
it,
or
I'm
not,
everyone
but
there.
then
I wanted to get
then Untimely's gonna jam as well.
I wanted to get a camera in there and do something with you guys, but we're working till like 11 o'clock Fridays now, so we're so screwed on that side of it. But I think there's going to be a lot of really cool shit going on in the jam space there.
Oh yeah, and just hearing that excitement, you know, getting everyone there. It's just and Endless Chaos is such a good band, and because Mike's moving here, you know, this is kind of like a going away Endless Chaos show. So it's just a bunch of good stuff, bunch of great people, and yeah,
Did you find out if we're going to have a table set up there?
we're gonna have the merch table. So
Yeah, but
well,
for Dufferin Avenue Media Network.
well, why?
I got signage there. I don't know. I'm just asking because
Basically, there's the stage,
Yep.
and then kind of
Right side?
Yeah, the right side.
Yeah.
There's where everyone always does the merch. So we'll just set up there.
okay, maybe we'll just bring a sign. I got a big
Yeah.
sign here. We'll just bring,
Yeah, set
hang
up,
out with the
we'll have
sign
the
and
merch
we'll
and we'll
talk
have the
people.
sign- yeah.
I'm going to be there for sure. I don't
Yeah.
know if anyone else is coming, but it's going to be a really, really, really good time. You going to come, LB? LB's coming with it.
Oh,
you
no
want to
way.
come to the metal show?
No, I wanted to tell a quick story, an untimely demise story that I'm very embarrassed about, and I want everybody to just
Sweet.
forgive me. Because Gary will attest, he's known me a long time.
I
and
have.
My memory's not so good. I have the brain
True.
damage.
Yes.
I've seen untimely demise several times. I once took a girl to an untimely demise show strictly because I knew it would impress her, and it worked.
Sweet.
And it was amazing. So thank you for that.
This is like one of the greatest accomplishments of the band.
And
It's a love story. It's
and
beautiful.
the thing is,
Wait for it.
No.
Here it comes.
I didn't know that you were the untimely demise guy until I sent a picture of like the whole Dufferin Ave Media Network crew that we took one day
Yeah.
to the girl that I took to the concert, and she was like, "That's the untimely demise guy," and I'm like, "No, it's not. No, it's fucking not." And I texted Gary, and I was like, "Is he?" And he's like, "Yeah, bro. Like, he's in all the bands." I was like,
That is the best story ever, man.
Bro,
so I appreciate all that you've given me over the course of your career.
I
Well,
love
And
that.
I feel bad that
It's
I didn't
amazing.
realize that, like,
It almost makes it all worth it.
That's it. Retire.
That's why you play, right?
And I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm just
Leave
out.
on a high note.
Love stories through music, man. It's the best. I was waiting to see how far you go. Oh, man. See, and this is why we brought our final member in. He's a child of the 90s, just like us. He's gone to the shows just like us, and he contributes just like us. Your show helped me kiss a girl, bro.
It's the
Amazing.
first time that our band has ever facilitated something like that.
no
So-
way, really? No.
Well, then he
usually
knows it.
usually
I
it,
guess,
it just comes down to dorking out about what kind of guitar pickups do you use, and then we're like, oh man, it's the best. You gotta have a maple neck or not. That's usually what happens at the shows.
Is the maple neck the best?
I personally like a maple neck fretboard, but you know, mahogany's good.
Rich
you know.
mahogany.
Yeah, here, he knows what's
Is
up.
it a color thing, or does it actually change how the guitar plays?
In my opinion, it's kind of a little bit of a doesn't really make a difference, but to me it does. I don't know
Okay,
if it's
yeah.
just a color thing, but I do like the way my Carvin with the maple neck plays. But whether it's the color or the type of wood, or I just like the way that it. Could you just put a finish on another wood and it would be the exact
Right.
same? I don't know.
Well, whatever. If it's little placebo effect, little reality, whatever.
We are
whatever
huge pro placebo effect around here.
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
saying it since day one. I don't care how it works. If it works, use it. I think placebos are like the greatest thing ever invented because it tricks your mind and it solves your problems. So stop hating on placebos,
Yeah,
if anyone is.
placebos get a bad rap.
Hugely
Good
bad
call.
rap. Yeah, I'm not about that, man.
Did you ever? I remember when we worked at the other place. Did you remember the story about that couple? And they were both diagnosed with, like, terminal cancer. Given, it was like months to live, like 2-3 months to live. And they're
Not
like,
good.
okay, fuck it. And they sold everything they owned, and they did a trip to Africa and East Asia and Japan, and then they came back after the 3 months, and it's like, okay, doc, we kicked everything off of our bucket list. We're ready to go. And they were like, yeah, you're in remission. You could be alive for fucking ever. And they were like, oh,
But we have nothing.
no, because they sold everything, and they
Yeah.
came back and they bought like a little house.
Oh,
and
they
they
reset.
did like it. And they're, as far as I know, they're still alive because
And they've seen the world.
the power of the mind,
That's
right?
it, man.
They were so happy that their happiness killed what was killing them.
That's huge.
It's amazing stuff,
love that.
man. The power of the brain is it's impressive.
Second to none. That's
Yep.
why I'm all about all of those. Uncle Mike,
Yeah.
how is your driveway doing, bro? I have to
Uh,
ask. I really want this to be done for you.
It's doing good.
Is it fully completed?
Yeah,
Are you
we
living
could
the
s-
full driveway life?
We could spread a little more gravel, but it's like it's built up. There's gravel on it. It's looking good. There's ditches, you know.
Mr. No Trailer Skid Steer guys pulled through, or
Well, he was supposed to come back another day,
oh, he's gonna come back.
and
Still? Hold on, still?
So, yes, he's been back. He came back once, I think, and then he was gonna come back the next day or the following day or something, and then he texted me. He's like, I just loaded up the skid steer, and there's a pile of coolant underneath it.
Oh, no.
Yada yada yada. He texted me, I think Monday, and he's like, I blew the rat in the skid steer, and
At what point are you just going to go fix it for him and do it yourself?
well, I might just get it. Like at this point, I don't need a dump trailer or anything. Like I can just spread some gravel, so I can probably borrow, I think, or rent cheaply from a buddy a skid steer. So I might just do that for a weekend, and because it's like it's really basic, and like a skid steer would do everything kind of thing. And skid steers are fun to drive. Again, it's the time that it takes.
Of
right?
course.
So
Yes.
Skid steer. What is that?
Bobcat.
Bobcat.
Yes,
Oh.
it's the generic term for a Bobcat, but Bobcat is a brand. It's like Kleenex and
yeah.
tissue, you know, right? Band-Aid, you know.
I
When you're
spent
turning,
years-
the tires kind of skid.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've spent years doing that same thing. It's like, I don't
Yeah.
know what a skid steer is. Why don't you just get a Bobcat, bro?
Yeah.
I can picture it in my head. I can picture what a skid steer is.
It's
But I figured, okay, because that's a Bobcat. So
Right.
what is it actually? What's the
Exactly.
difference?
well, and once I used to call it Kleenex for
Yeah.
35 years,
Yeah.
and it was
Everyone.
up until
Xerox machine?
like a few years ago, maybe 10 years ago, that I was like, maybe I should not be, you know, I should be a little more generic. It's
Don't be a
tissue,
slave to
facial
branding, bro.
Yeah,
Facial
exactly.
tissue,
Right.
yeah.
Why am I advertising for them?
Yeah.
Why am I advertising for
That's
Kleenex
it.
every time I?
What do you call a Band-Aid?
an owie cover?
Yeah, everybody calls it a Band-Aid. Like,
Yeah.
are they the best, the
Owie
most
cover. Maybe that's up
insidious advertising?
So what
'Cause
you
I
got
don't
to
even
look
know what its
for?
real name is.
Well, what you got to look for is you go to like Superstore or Shoppers Drug Mart. You find the generic brand and see what they
say.
label
A bandage.
it as.
What is
Bandage, I
Adhesive
guess, probably.
bandage.
Is
Adhesive
it
bandage.
adhesive
Okay, yeah.
bandage?
I thought it was an
That's what it
owie
would be.
stopper.
That's
or
way better. I
On
like
this,
yours.
this
A
health thing,
boo-boo cover.
when I took my first aid a couple years ago, apparently they can't say Heimlich maneuver anymore because
Come
they want it to
on.
copyright it or something.
Yeah.
So it's
What an
like
asshole.
compressions or something. There's another name for it.
compressions.
It's like,
Sure.
come on, man. Like,
Yeah, give them the tummy squeeze foos shooty maneuver.
Yeah.
Like,
There
what
it
the
is.
hell?
There you go.
Yeah. You know, someday the point will come where people will pick up on all that and we'll take back the words and take back the things instead of somebody sitting on a throne saying every time somebody says Kleenex or Band-Aid, I'm making money, money, money.
Let us
We gotta take
rise
it
up.
away. We got to take the power back, boys. To quote, who's that? Public Enemy? Got to take the power back.
It's like the dork that tried to copyright Taco Tuesday.
I love that.
And the
move,
car's like, bro, it's too far gone.
You're not getting
Too
that
far
one.
gone, man.
or Gene Simmons with even though he does the I love you horns, but he tried to copyright the metal horns. It's like, give me a break, man.
Come on, bro.
If that's the case, can I get a copyright on the middle finger? That'd be a good one to have.
There you
Yes.
Copywriting. That,
Man, Stone Cold would have to give you $100 every time we went to the ring.
yeah.
And those are American dollars. That's like $500.
Residuals, baby.
Yeah.
Residuals.
This is the All Out Eggs podcast edition of your show. If you're listening on the audio only version, thank you very much for that, as we have three incredibly handsome, amazing, studly, giant, muscled, rippling dudes in studio.
And then me.
Yeah, where?
Sorry, and if you're watching, clearly we're lying, but I want to try to paint a picture for you as you listen along and we talk about all this. Uncle Brando, how have you been, old friend?
It's been a good week.
Yeah.
Things have been going very well for Brando. I planted my garden boxes on my deck.
We're going to get into garden talk, aren't we?
I knew that we
Somebody
were,
call
so
Rick
I
Van
would open up.
Dyvendijk, see if we can use the term garden talk.
I have 6 individual versions of peppers. I got the most sarcastically, horrifically hot ones I could find at the,
Oh, no.
at the garden centers around town.
you did.
And then I bought 3 ones that had names that were crazy. I got like a purple beauty
I like that.
and a
Great name.
candy cane chocolate bell.
That's a
right?
hot pepper?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So that's cool. And then I got a ghost pepper and a Carolina Reaper and a Cajun bell and a habanero burning bush.
I like that one.
Because that one is like, it reminds me of that movie where Moses comes down with the things. And
Ten
Yeah.
Commandments.
there's
That's
the
it.
the burning,
Burning bush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking of like someone with a lot of butt hair and then trying to poop after.
Yeah, little Taco Tuesday.
Burning back bush.
And we're back to Taco Tuesday.
Yeah,
It always
right.
comes back to
No,
tacos.
things have been going very well. I've really been enjoying the lack of rain, the sun, the forest fire smoke hasn't been the best. Hope everybody's safe out there. But yeah, things have been going very well.
That's very good to hear.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
You did touch on the forest fires. I was talking with my main man, Fred, from the Saskatoon Community Foundation earlier today as they are setting up for all the evacuees coming in. You can make donations at saskatooncommunityfoundation.ca. You go to the website and you can help out, as I think it was last we checked, 1,400 evacuees that they're trying to help out and get them placed in town here. They're working with the United Way. And Fred and I believe Rachel from the SCF will be in tomorrow to kick off the show to update us on all of that and to continue to remind you about the importance of helping out with these ventures, as so many people are really going through it right now as these fires continue to move. And our friends over there are doing great things. So we'll check in with Fred from the Saskatoon Community Foundation tomorrow to update you more. But right now, if you go to saskatooncommunityfoundation.ca, you can read about it and help out as they're looking for any help they can get when it comes to getting people, I guess, safe and settled while all this other stuff goes on out there. So just want to get that point across as they are fantastic people. Yes.
No politics, no religion. But
Always.
I always ask this question when I'm with people who I've never asked this question to. Are the fires getting worse, or have people moved now into places where fires are, and that's why? Because I don't think any of us, when we were kids, I don't remember the smoke billowing around trees when the wind picked up, and I don't remember air quality warnings, and I don't remember people being bussed in because they have to evacuate towns. Like, is that just because we've expanded a little bit into the north where the trees are? Or, like, are the fires actually just becoming worse?
I can take this, I think. Along with all that stuff that you said, I don't remember it ever being this windy all the time. The wind is literally nonstop. And the wind, as we know, is what really pushes these things. And I think it's more of a factor of the world becoming more windy.
Okay.
At least that's the non-scientific way I look at it, because I feel like every day now it's windy as all hell, and that cannot be good for stuff like this.
I think I have the actual scientific definition is that
neat.
as we age and the things we've done to our bodies over the last 40 plus years, our memories just aren't as good as they used to.
So it probably has been happening the whole time.
So you think-
I don't know.
Maybe we weren't paying it. Well, I mean, that's the thing. When I was a
for
kid,
sure.
like, I didn't pay attention. We were all kids when, like, Desert Storm was happening.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had
And-
trading cards.
Yes, I did too.
Right? And, like,
I'll trade you.
I still have some. They're pretty awesome.
right? It's one of those things where, like, you don't have the same kind of recollection of as our parents did, where, like, all this insane stuff was happening somewhere in the world because we were little kids and we had Ninja Turtles and all the other stuff.
that's
good.
amazing.
I would say it's definitely probably a combination of a couple things. Maybe memory is being one thing. Like, I remember as a kid, we would get like 5 feet of snow in the winter, and we'd be playing in these things. But it's like, but if I was only 3 feet tall,
That's right.
right? Like, it's all
Okay.
perspective and
My
things
dad,
like that.
My
But
dad actually said that my dad's the best. Like, Brando, listen, I hate to break it to you, and I just, Dad, why don't we have snowdrifts that are this tall anymore? It says, Brando, listen, it's because you used to be this tall.
right.
And I was like,
right.
oh, right,
That's a good point.
right, yeah.
Never thought about that one.
You got me there. You got me there, Pops. You got me.
Yeah, I think that's all of that's
Yeah,
very.
I would say the fact that we're diverting so much water from rivers, a lot of the lakes and stuff are shrinking, which means it's
Less
drier, which I would say
precipitation.
probably
Yep.
contributes to some
Sure.
of the fires.
I could see that.
I guess there's probably scientists that know exactly, and we are no scientists, but
No,
we are.
we're not.
We are, very grateful and thankful for everybody fighting those fires and doing what they got to do. And we'll have an update to kick off the show tomorrow at 4 p.m. with our friends from the Saskatoon Community Foundation. So they'll update us on all of that and how it's all going. So it'll be good to get that information out of there. Okay, now, first question to you, Uncle Brando.
Oh, me.
When you get these peppers, are we doing a pepper eating contest?
Oh, absolutely.
Nice.
Okay.
I will absolutely bring them, and we'll cut them up, and we'll let people try them. For sure, we will.
Okay.
I want to
And
book
when
Wednesday
there's-
off though. If that's
I will
It's
not
going to be
be trying
blowout
them.
Wednesday, yeah.
Because we've told the story, I think, on the show before, where I used to come to the other place with my little bag of garden produce, and I would
Ruining
call it,
lives.
I called it Brando's irresponsible pepper bag. It was full of peppers, and there were sweet peppers, there was hot peppers, there were like not hot peppers. It was a crapshoot, and people would reach in and grab a couple and be like, "Oh, I'll try this one and this one." What kind of peppers is? I don't know.
Good luck.
I wouldn't keep the garden stick. I just
Right.
pick the ones that had a color, and bring them to work, and people would take them, and then
Burn their eyeballs out, which
oh
I
yeah,
did,
and people
yeah.
would burn their eyeballs out.
Even
or-
after washing my hands thoroughly, I still burnt my eyeball out for a whole night.
Justin,
do nothing.
Justin Blackwell messaged me a
JB.
picture of one that had
Love
like
him.
you could almost see the teeth marks in it because his wife had just bit it, and he's like, "What kind of pepper is this, Brando?" I don't know. You just
You tell
killed
me.
a cop, Brando. And I looked, I was like, oh yeah, that's a Carolina Reaper, bro. She probably shouldn't have taken a bite of that one. I shouldn't have did that.
I love JB's wife. Marcel Dion, she's the best. You know she's an Olympic athlete, gold medalist, softball? I believe she got in the Hall of Fame again, too.
Dang.
Crazy. We love Dion.
And she's a really nice
amazing.
lady. My house
The
got
nicest.
broken into when I moved into my house,
Yeah.
and she was the cop that came and like
I love her so
walked
much.
us
Her and
through
JB
the
are
whole
the best.
Like what she turned a very, very, very bad day into a less bad day.
That's
so
it.
good
That's
on
awesome.
her.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was really
absolutely.
cool.
Sweet.
And I didn't even know who she was at the time, so
Yeah.
that was really neat.
Love her. Uncle Mike, from one uncle to another, how is your sprawling garden going? Because last time we talked, you were out mushroom hunting. Couldn't find too many morels. Your lovely wife was out as well. Any new updates from your botanical garden?
Yeah, just I had those dirt piles moved, so I was able to get the fence kind of extended. Still kind of a temporary fence around it, but it was, I built a little gate now, so I don't have to move this whole roll of fence every time we go into the garden. That was like a Sunday night at 11 o'clock or something. I'm out.
Just
fucking
Why not? Hey?
flashlights
Just,
and-
you know, I had a couple minutes before bed.
Well, we got home from
build a
Laurel's soccer game,
does.
and it's like I wanted, because you keep leaving something, and then next day comes, it's like I still got my list from the day before, but now I got today's list, and if I don't do this, then the dog walks through the garden.
I
And
can't point at myself enough.
Yeah,
I
my-
have like 15 things that are like that
Yeah.
I've needed to do from the last 2 weeks that I haven't done
And
yet.
I just refuse to do them. I won't.
See, I wish I could. I wish I could have that mentality. I let it eat me up.
And then you put in all the work. Like, so I was prepping garden beds on Saturday and Sunday, and then Penny would come walking through it, and it's like, shit, like just the hour you
Dog.
spent doing that. Now it's so if I didn't put the fence up, then it was yada yada. Saw a deer like coming closer the day
Oh, they
before.
wanna
So like,
taste.
yeah, I got to get this thing up. But yeah, so just still putting in the garden, fertilizing, watering.
Did you find any mushrooms?
No morels.
No morels.
No,
Morale was
there's-
down.
We need some moisture. There is some.
Thank
So I put some. I put some sawdust spawn in some of my raised beds, and there are actually some fruits, some mushrooms coming up in the raised beds just
That's
from
kinda
some
fun.
spawn. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's because the raised beds get watered.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you say,
uh,
moisture is needed.
Yes. Yeah. Mushrooms need a lot of
How's
moisture.
Penny doing?
So.
How's my sweet pup?
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, she's good.
Really,
She's-
really taking it all in and her new life and role
Oh yeah,
of protecting
yeah,
the
she's
property.
she's loving it. Though when I saw this deer, and normally they're kind of on the other side of the snow fence. This time, this deer was on this side of the snow fence,
Whoa.
and I walk out on the deck, and Penny's just kind of sitting there looking at me. And I'm like, Penny, like, what the hell are you doing? Like, are you gonna let this deer friggin' just walk in here? And obviously she didn't see it, and it was later that I was like, okay, Penny, like,
Do
get
your job.
draw
wreck-
attention to that.
Go wreck this deer real quick.
Yeah, but she's good. Set up the pool for the kids on the weekend. So
What kind of pool are we talking about?
It's just like a 12-foot.
Just 12.
Yeah,
Well, I don't
When you
know.
say I
It's
set up a pool for the kids, I think of the kiddie pool that I would sit
Right,
down in.
yes.
Yeah,
So
the
it's just
inflatable kiddie pool.
Yeah,
a
exactly.
small above ground pool.
Well, that's a pool.
It's like 9,000 liters or something.
Oh,
which sounds like a lot. Like, it's not huge. Like, it's a 12-foot diameter.
After our water bill, I don't
3-4
want to
feet
know
high.
how much it costs to fill
Well,
it.
that's
not
just
at all.
it, right?
We're gonna
And-
get to yours.
And because we have basically a cistern, right? So the water comes in a slow drip into the cistern fills up, and then we use that for our water. It's only about 600 liters.
That's not good.
Oh, no.
So
How you
maybe
fill up
it's
your
These
gotta-
numbers aren't adding up.
It's got to be bigger than that. So it's going to take a week to
I
fill
was
this
gonna
up.
say,
I mean,
so it's not full yet.
Dang.
Oh no, it's
Okay.
about half.
It's a
the way.
slow burn.
Yeah,
Slow fill.
but just more garden and.
Do you allow yourself to enjoy the pool as well, or is it strictly for the kids?
I will probably when it warms up a little bit.
Okay, once it
maybe.
gets warm, we have a little pool party. Maybe we'll do an
Yeah.
episode from the pool.
Yeah, sure.
Now that you know it's
That's
all
fun.
full of rainwater, I don't know, man. That's gonna be a cold ass pool.
Oh,
Again, it's gotta heat up.
the rain is warmer than all the water that's coming out of
Okay.
the basement
Oh,
there.
yeah.
But no, it's like on a 30-degree day when
That's
we're
the
outside
one.
working all day. It's pretty
gotcha.
handy to hop in
yeah.
and
All right.
maybe grab a beverage and
This is nice.
go for a float.
Garden talk continuing. Royal Andrews in the house. Hello, my sweet prince. You look great.
Fellow gardener. Yes.
That's the man right there. Our other gardener. Everyone's gardening except for me.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I want to start
one
gardening
of
too.
us.
I'm
Oh,
getting
I
there.
bought.
I almost had garden boxes.
Did you?
Yeah,
Well,
almost.
you should
Go ahead.
make it happen. No, I was just gonna say it was our anniversary on Friday.
Happy
So
anniversary.
yeah, thank you.
Oh, happy
Um,
anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
And so to do so, like customarily when I was younger, I'd buy a bouquet of flowers for my wife and whatever.
Lame.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, no
So then
girl
the last
likes
couple of
flowers.
years, it's like I started buying like planters, from the greenhouse or flowers from the greenhouse that we can put into a planter, and it's like, okay, now we get
Beautiful.
flowers
all the
Yeah.
time,
all summer or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
And then, but now I've done that the last few times, and
Oh,
I think I guess I did that for Mother's Day.
Don't tell me you
What
failed
did you do to
miserably.
up
it?
Don't
Like,
tell
I'm
me
gonna-
you failed.
No,
Okay.
I'm like, well, what could I do differently? And so I bought flowers again from the greenhouse, but these are ones that I've put in the garden, and then they're more of like a cut flower. So you grow them out, and then you can cut them, and then you can bring them inside to make a bouquet. So you
Right.
kind of
That's
get
cool.
like
The
the
gift that
best
keeps
of
on
both
giving.
worlds,
Hell
right?
yeah.
Where it's like, oh, she can have flowers inside, but we also have flowers outside, and it's not just a one and done kind of thing. I thought that was neat.
What?
Do they grow
What-
back when they're done? Like,
I
you
mean,
plant them and are they going to
They're
grow back
not.
next
These
year?
are no. These are annuals.
Oh, that's
So
fun.
we'll have them for a season. I mean, there's perennials that I'm putting in, but like to get a really
Nice,
fancy,
shiny,
yeah,
beautiful
like a
flower.
showy, like a cut
worthy
flower
of an
kind
worthy of an event.
I mean,
like an
there's like I do
anniversary.
have other perennials in there that do flower, but they're either they have smaller stalks or like they're not used as a cut flower
I got
necessarily.
a small stock.
Yeah,
So was she happy? Was she
yeah,
impressed?
she was pretty stoked.
That's
yeah.
good. I'm happy that love continues to win.
Yes,
Well
yeah,
done,
it's,
man.
it's
Beautiful.
as you get older, you're married for longer. Like it's not
It's
as
tough, man.
it's
Real tough.
I don't know. It's not as big of a to do.
Oh, I thought you were talking about it gets harder to find a gift that she's gonna like.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I
mean,
found.
I default with like flowers or plant, like any kind of plant.
Yeah.
So sometimes I've done succulents, whatever. And like chocolate, you can't go wrong with chocolate. We go out, we went out for dinner.
Hold on. Do you ever
twice-
give her any Mother's Day Uncle Mike's All Natural Products packages?
I do sometimes, yeah. That's like the easy
Do
go-to.
you use the DAM20 promo code to get 20% off?
I don't, but I should. That'd be
Really
a way
should. I
better
highly
idea.
recommend
Yeah,
it.
come on,
Yeah.
bro.
I was using dead stock.
Well, sometimes what I do is like I'll make like something off the menu,
Specific
just
right?
for her.
It's like, oh, like
Yeah.
she's been talking
Like the,
about
like,
something
like the poop
this.
soap that we had.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
Yes, she
very
got
fun.
poop soap this year.
Happy
no,
poop
she
day.
didn't.
That's that. I wouldn't say no. It's nice soap.
that's-
Beautiful soap.
I don't know, it still
You,
smells
my
good.
friend, have been talking about water bills, and that can only mean one thing. You're trying to garden as well, aren't you?
We definitely are. Like right out of the gate, we were, watering. Like you go outside, let's turn the water on, whatever, and we
Give it
got
a quick kiss.
Yeah, pretty hefty water bill. So we kind of
Yeah.
talked. We're like, all right, we should just kind of let's chill
Pull it
out
back
on the
a little
watering.
bit.
So we're like at night, when it's cool, we'll pop it on for 10 minutes. So 2 days ago, it's 10:03, and I'm like, Erin, I'm going outside. I'm gonna turn it on for 10 minutes. She's like, okay. Turn it on, go back. We start watching our trash programs.
Oh, no.
I think I
Where
made
this is
some
going.
nachos or whatever.
Mm.
I indulged in like some smokables.
Yeah, so for medicine we call it. Yes.
Oh,
We're
you've
medicine.
already done too
So,
many activities.
we're
bro.
medicated.
And then I was kind of enjoying watching our trash programs, and I'm kind of like leaning against, like kind of snuggling against Aaron. And it's like now went in or turned it on at 10:03. It's now about like 11:40 something.
Oh boy.
And luckily, as I'm going, I'm like, oh, the water or whatever. I'm like, Erin, the water's on. She's like, Matt. So I turned it on. I turned it off, but it's like, like the first day of trying to cut our water.
Right.
And I left it on. For
And the exact opposite way. Now, when you turn it on, are those underground that you're
they're-
talking about? The undergrounds?
Yeah, the undergrounds.
Back at the house on 4th Street, I had undergrounds, and trying to
Timer.
go into that little mini
They do have a
supercomputer
Oh yeah.
and set up like the date and time for the whatever you set it for, like 1 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday type of thing. I thought I had it all set up, and I was like, finally, this will be good. And then I went to bed. I woke up in the morning, and all the sprinklers were on, not just the back of the front, but everyone was on, and there was literal pools. And I was like, what is happening with these frickin' sprinklers? And even though I had it set up, it still wouldn't listen, just turn everything on, like there's an override button or something. The point here is underground sprinklers are so sneaky and
Yeah.
absolutely love making you hate life.
You just have to stay so
Yeah,
focused.
you got to be on that shit.
Yeah, I'd say our biggest water consumption right now is because we got our bird bath, and we're like,
A bird
Erin,
bath.
like that was her dream of hers to have a bird bath,
Aw.
and
Yeah.
so. Every morning, we wash it out and kind of rinse it or whatever. But there's been these two crows. The one's called Mr. Crowley.
Mr. Crowley.
So
Mr.
Erin's
Crowley.
Erin's been giving little peanuts or whatever. So she lays her like 6 little peanuts
I love
there,
that.
and then the bird comes like about a minute later, grabs them, and then apparently like the crows will like bring presents
Give you
back.
gifts, yes.
So we've got so far this like wrapper from like a drumstick or something,
Yeah.
but it said joy on it. So we're like,
amazing.
hell, but
Yeah.
mostly
Amazing.
he just brings chicken bones like and puts them in the bird bath. So like. Yesterday there was 3 chicken bones and they just looks disgusting. He's basically got a soup going in the
Right.
bird bath. So and then this
Maybe you're
morning-
messing up his recipe.
Yeah. Then this morning, 2 bones were in there. 2
Oh,
chicken
yeah?
bones were in there. I'm like, this is awesome and all. Like it's nice to have a friend, but like now I'm processing all of this like chicken material.
Yeah.
because-
I have no idea where it's from.
I did not plan for
See?
this.
But
I love that. We had a nest of crows right outside our gate out at Shields when I was out there. And it was a mama and 3 babies, and they all brought gifts all the time. And it was always just like berries and like twigs and stuff, never chicken bones or anything.
Yeah, it's
but I
pretty-
would go out there with toast and I'd give them all toast. And they literally, I had one in my hand and one hopped over like a little baby. He trusted me so much, just took it right out of the hand
Aaron
and was like, thank you.
wants- yeah.
So they will get that.
Yeah,
You just
'cause
got to give
Erin
it
comes
time.
in, she's like, Mr. Crowley, I got your peanuts or whatever. Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah.
And they love it.
Yeah.
And they're so sweet. I love crows.
But it'll like fly by and kind of like crow, and then it kind of does its little thing.
Lets
make
you know,
it's-
all
make
right,
it's
I see
safe,
what's happening,
grabs
yeah.
them. Like
And then they
initially,
go.
it would just grab one at a time, but now it's figured out a way to get like 2 in its beak.
Oh yeah,
so,
they love like
yeah.
when you have them set up like that too. Like all 4 of them would come over and each one would take one. They'd come back, take some more, and then they'd come back. I never saw them bring the gifts back, but they would always be there
I've
on the
I've
railing
never
of the fence.
seen them come with the
It's
gifts. So I don't know if
cutest
they do flybys. They're like, no, they're still there.
thing. Something's happening.
But
Crows are awesome is the point.
and,
Okay.
like, cause then, they're it just animals, birds, everything.
We
I
love
it
all those things. And we also love talking about our friends, people that have come on board with this family and continues to push all those things we always talk about, the golden rules, and just trying to make the world a better place. And that brings us to this live read right here, ladies and gentlemen. Why work with my main man, Mobley? That's a great question. If you're looking to buy a home, he's got your back. Remember that, all right? Mobley Rente with TMG, the mortgage group, works with multiple lenders to find the best financing options, even if you're self-employed, have non-traditional income, or face credit challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, that is me on every single aspect of that spectrum. His services are completely free, and he is here for you from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Whether you need refinancing, a mortgage renewal, or just expert advice down the road, he will always be there to help. That's him right there. That's our guy, Mobley Rente. Mortgages made simple. Call or text him anytime, 306-370-5804. Love Mobley. That dude's awesome. Very, very excited. If you enjoyed that, if that's something where you're like, hey, I learned a lot about that business, I want to support that business, that could be you as well. The reason I say that is because we have an email. An email that comes with a theme song, and this theme song keeps getting better and better and better. Please reach out to us. All you gotta do is just send an email to 1-2-3-4 contact@dufferinav.com. Just you guys.
That is the email. This is the theme song.
That is.
Wow.
Get here. Give yourself a hand.
That was
Beautiful.
great.
Guys. I'm telling you, it's almost like you guys can sing. All right, on 3, we're going to send this thing back to graphics heaven, I guess it would be. On 3. 1, 2, 3. See ya. There
I
it is.
missed it. I was behind it.
The
Got away
timing
from
stuff.
me there a little
Hey,
bit.
that jabroni over there made a website as well. Perfectly sized street sign.
Look at the size of that.
Easy
the
to
best
navigate.
part.
Everything
Even.
about that is just perfect, and I love it so much. Head to dufferinav.com and then say, man, oh man, that Royal Anders can really make some websites. Anyone want to just blow this one by with me? Just a little one like this, just a little tap. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, pretty cute. Pretty cute. Pretty cute.
That couldn't be all though. There's no way.
For a kid. What the hell?
Uncle Brando,
Oh, that's me.
what's this?
That is the Twitch stream, baby. That's where we play fucking video games.
Yes, we do.
You and Brooksy on Mondays, me and you on Tuesday afternoons. Friday night, we're playing through Final Fantasy VI. Gary's very first time. We got lots of very exciting stuff going on over there. So if you're interested in checking it out, please do. It's a lot of fun.
That was very well done.
That was fantastic.
See, the guy knows what's up. He is the head of our Twitch stream. That is his sort of thing around here, so I always like to let him talk it up. Oh, yeah, he's going to pump it up. Yep, keep pumping, keep pumping, keep pumping, keep pumping. Oh, it's getting so close. It won't go away. It's locked in.
I think there's something wrong with the compressor.
It's locked in. It won't. LB, where you at, bud?
Governor
It
issue?
won't go
What do
up. Can you manually override it? Hey, thank you.
That was
Now is it going to
close.
come back with over and over again? No, we're good. Okay.
That was, yeah.
Oh, it's reconnecting. Funny. Huh. Somebody must have been messing with the mobile stream deck. Oh, here it comes. Is this
there
going
it
to be
is.
it? There it goes.
There
Here
you
it
go.
comes. Wait for it. There's going to be a bunch more. Twitch.tv. I'm going to try to hit these each time. Come on. What, you don't got any more?
Well, that's enough.
What else you got? What else you got?
No.
There is that one,
Okay.
yes. Thank you. Oh, and now they're just going. Everything's coming in hot. Look at those.
Oh, it's in behind? Oh,
Yeah,
it's got double layer.
Okay. Well, do you think, again, this is what happens when you go live. This is why we go live.
Love it.
It is very fun. You never know what to expect. We are on the last little bit of this episode of the All That Angst podcast on your show. Is it time?
I think
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
Let's do it.
We've done one ever box opening live here, and that was on Uncle Grandma's Story Time with a gift from our friends at King Palm. Check them out.
Do you need a
Love
knife?
them. You are the king of box openings.
I am so excited.
Because CDs, the style was you do.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Scratch this.
But I don't know. I think Uncle
There,
Mike
no.
has to do it.
Holy shit.
That's
Call that a knife.
That's a small
spoon.
knife. We're going to do a little
I see
operation
how
here.
I-
That is a knife. Holy.
This is
Jumping
really
hell.
It's a
something
knife,
here.
it's a hammer, it's a screwdriver, it's a pry bar.
That's not as big. Look, hold on. Let me see that one real quick.
Okay, we're just.
Fun with knives.
Size
That's a-
doesn't matter, guys.
He always does. Okay,
It
now let's
kinda does.
responsibly pass that back. Yeah, let's be sure.
If you're gonna
Guys
put
with
that
no
into
knife skills,
someone.
slowly present it.
Okay, so you were blue,
I went blue, baby.
green, red,
Pink.
Pink?
No,
Oh, yellow.
I was yellow.
Yellow.
I was yellow. and
Yeah.
pink. Yeah, we had to make
So
sure we
we're
hit all
trying
the
to
primary
tell us
colors.
about this album real quick.
Okay.
Let's get reset here.
Propagandy at Peace.
So
Their
good.
Brand new album.
So good.
A favorite band of all of ours. It's
They are number 2 on my
fantastic.
all-time list, right there. Oh, you can't hear you. There you go.
Propagandy at Peace, brand new album. Man, if it wasn't for LB, man.
That's why he's the guy. He's the guy that runs.
But
the
yeah,
place.
it's a fantastic album, and I've listened to it about 20 times, but not on vinyl.
Oh my goodness. And it's a colored record.
Oh! Translucent pink.
Did you, I think you said translucent, didn't you?
I did.
You did.
Now, did you
Wowee.
know? Did you do research?
I didn't research, but when you're a very perceptive individual,
Oh no.
there's certain things
He cheated,
on
is what
the
he's saying.
wrapping
Something's happening.
that gave it away.
On the
Like
wrap.
what?
On the wrapping. What were we looking for?
Oh, there was a picture of it on the goddamn sticker.
Or it
wasn't
says on it translucent.
Oh!
Let's see. Let's
Oh,
see. Send it
come
over.
on.
I'm gonna
I mean,
take it
I
out.
should have just said no. I just guessed.
Come
Well,
on.
that was some good acting, though. Like, I thought you were, like, clairvoyant.
Well, a little bit.
Oh, you can't even see.
Look at it.
Cameras are terrible.
Look at it.
Look at it.
What's it say?
Shouldn't have given away my trick.
You did look really
But-
smart.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was really
thanks.
excited for you. Now, not so much. So
Yeah,
upset.
that's okay.
I like the
We all
records
know
that are
that.
colors, and I like the ones that have pictures engraved
Yeah,
on them.
pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Both of those are
awesome.
really
yeah.
cool. I like those lots.
You know what I really miss is the liners, right?
Oh,
the
yeah.
liners where you get like the lyrics. Like NoFX is famous for having the most incredible liners on their albums, and telling all
lyrics?
sorts of hilarious stories. Like Heavy Petting Zoo. The inside of that album changed my life. I'm like, what am I looking at here? I don't know what's happening.
I always like, too, when the band members, like, when they give the thanks, it's not like,
We've
this
talked about this
manager. I like,
Right.
yeah, give
Where
it,
am
yeah.
I? Where's
like,
my Untimely Demise album?
like hostess chips or,
Right.
like, giving
Yeah.
props to, like,
Yeah.
a beer brand or something.
These guys on like the last, what would be like 3 or 4 albums now. Sexy Gary gets a shout out, and I always show
Oh,
it
it's
to
every
everybody
album.
who will know.
Yeah.
Like opening a line, like, oh yeah, here's the boys saying thank
I'm
you
in
to
there.
Sexy Gary. That's me. Very kind. We talked about this
I'm
before you've been on there.
basically part of the band.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, he helped us more than a lot of people did. That's
There
for
you
damn
go.
sure.
Hell yeah.
But I love when I'm just on my phone and anytime I type the word sexy, it immediately prompts Sexy Gary.
Sexy man, Sexy Gary. Have you ever made a liner, Uncle Brando?
I
Made it
have
into
not.
an album?
I have not made it to an album, alas.
It's the best feeling.
I've been on websites and stuff, but I've like my picture and shit, but I've never been in it.
We've got the EP coming out, so
Oh, dude.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
At the bottom,
we have
and
a-
also Brando.
a second to talk about that Ravenwood
Yes,
thing?
absolutely. This is your time. We got 15 minutes.
A few weeks ago, this Dead Prairies production, they're like a Saskatoon kind of smaller film production company or whatever. They put a thing out saying, Sask bands, do you have music? They're making a movie called Silver Scream or whatever. So Aaron submitted Ravenwitch, and we got a message the other day. They're like, we want to use Don't Want It Any Other Way in the movie. So that's
Nice.
coming out in September. But
That's rad.
Ravenwitch has got a song in a movie now.
That's
cool.
So cool.
Yeah,
That's
super cool.
amazing.
That makes me so
Yeah.
happy. You made
So-
a soundtrack,
Yeah.
bro.
Not necessarily a name on a liner, but a song in a movie.
In the movie.
You'll have a
That's-
section in
that's
the
pretty cool.
credits with
Yeah.
all the.
Yeah,
That's really
exactly.
cool.
You're
man.
going to be in the credits.
That's cool. And then like with the Into thing, which I don't know if we'll wait until it actually comes out. But
Okay.
whatever.
You always do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So basically, I forget it's a horror movie. It's a sequel. It's a New Zealand production company, but it's filmed in Regina.
Okay.
And they have a scene where they're in like a heavy metal club or whatever.
Oh, hell
So I think it was March or something, I went
I
to
remember
Regina,
that. I remember
and
that specifically.
We fake played along to Timeless Winter probably 40 times throughout the day, and everyone's up
Going
front, and then
crazy.
there's all the stuff that's happening in the movie so this year I'll be in two movies, and I'm actually in that movie though.
Right.
Well, yeah, you're on
yeah,
the screen,
That's so
shredding
cool,
away.
Yeah,
man.
super
See?
cool.
Oh,
This is it.
yeah.
And make no mistake, I say this all the time, boys. The positivity that this magical Dufferin Avenue Media Network content creation studio inside the Sautner Concrete Services Clubhouse, everything that comes out of here is so full of love and compassion and all this stuff. That's the reason why this stuff is happening. I'm telling you, our positivity that we're putting out there
I let
is
you
coming back
guys know, and you
tenfold.
guys are like, oh, that's great. Like just having friends that support you.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That's all we're trying to do here is just support each other, lift each other up. There's so many people in this world that live to bring people down, live for it. They feed off it. And those are the people we're trying to remind that's no way to live, man. That's no way to go about doing business. Start caring about others. We need it more than ever. And the more people that are up there hating everything that we can bring down here and say, hey, let's love everything together, the better off we all are. And these are all little examples of that. I'm just very proud, very happy, and very proud. So we got the concert this Saturday. Very excited. Going to be there. Black Cat is going down. Are there any other bands coming through? Anyone knows about? Any concerts we can share with the people?
I'd say, I know, like, what is it, June 13th? What is that, Volbeat or something?
There's a Volbeat
I
show.
feel like there's a Volbeat show.
Whatever happened to Volbeat?
Well, they're playing arenas, so.
Yeah, okay, but that's a very good point.
They're still doing what they have been
I
doing.
haven't heard
right?
the name Volbeat in a long time. I felt like they came in real hot. They
had
got
that,
on the
like,
radio.
Shotgun Blues song or
Yeah,
something.
and they were like punk rocky, but not super punk. Like they were punk rocky enough to be on the radio, but not punk rocky enough for all the hardcore punk rockers to be like, we really love Volbeat.
Yeah,
They were always on that sort of.
Yeah, I feel like they get the Nickelback treatment where
Yeah.
everyone's like hates on him because they got some success.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not the hugest fan of the sound of his voice, but I like love the production. I like the songwriting's really good, and I know that they're all like the guitar players are really good, like death metal guitarists.
Yeah.
And they had Iced Earth. They went on tour in Europe with
Sick.
Iced Earth,
Hell
and
yeah.
like they're very respected by a lot of like legitimate heavy metal bands, but they play a more poppy kind of
Right.
music or whatever. So yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about them, other than it's just not my favorite sounding voice. But that's just
like the feeling I get is that they arrived, everyone's like, okay, this is pretty cool, and then they just sort of disappear.
They
Like
were
I
here
haven't
all
heard
the
it.
time.
Yeah, like they would
Yeah,
come
that's
around everywhere, and then it's just like I haven't heard that name in years. Like
Yeah.
old Ben Kenobi out here. It's interesting to know that they're still going. I had no idea.
I know they're playing freaking arena shows.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
3 Days Grace
Going
is
huge.
opening up for them. So,
That's exactly the perfect way to explain them as a
Yeah.
band.
Interesting.
Right there.
like that's 3 Days Grace is a pretty big band.
3 Days Grace is one of the biggest Canadian bands in the history of Canadian bands. Like they were #1 in the States for months and months
Which is
with
like
a whole
most
bunch
Canadian
of stuff they
bands
do.
become big but never break the States. Breaking
That's
the
it.
States is tough.
And 3 Days Grace did it
Unless
numerous
you're,
times.
what is it? Bare Naked Ladies. Man, those guys.
We were lovers in a dangerous time. I will say this. The fact that a band that has a song, I believe it's 3 Days Grace, that goes, I hate everything about you, is
Yeah.
opening up for a Volbeat. That's exactly where I would put Volbeat.
See, I'm more of an Ugly Kid Joe. I hate everything about you. But-
Wayne's World soundtrack. Yeah. Going to Stan Mikita's Donuts. You got something to say? You're opening up. You're
no,
ready. Come on,
it's,
spit it out.
Hit us with the truth.
Come on.
I was gonna sing another hate song, I guess.
Do
but
it.
Is it? I'm trying to think now. Is it the Queers or is it? I think I'm pretty sure it's the Queers.
Sing it.
Hey,
There you
well,
go.
I hate everything.
Nailed it.
It goes on for a little longer, but
You were right in saying
we
this
were-
didn't deserve the right amount of
Yeah.
attention that we were giving it, and I apologize for that.
Do you got any
But
Spin
still.
Doctors hits or anything? Two Princes, maybe?
What do Prince here before you? That's what I said now. You know, I will say this. On Twitter, the lead singer of the Spin Doctors and I are Twitter friends.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
And he loves
he-
cats.
Has he liked
He loves
anything?
cats.
Or,
No, I barely ever tweet. I should tweet more.
Yeah.
But I know he's like the biggest cat guy on earth, and I thought you were a cat guy. This guy makes you look like
Really?
a dog lover, bro. Yeah.
Oh.
Like it's the
Them's fighting words.
But
All he does is post pictures
I
of
love
cats.
all animals.
I love
we,
all
just,
animals.
we just have cats.
Yeah, dude, it's all good. Clearly,
I'm a
Clearly.
huge fan.
Spin Doctors. Who else? Who else are some bands that we need to talk about before we finish today? Because we're
I
on
feel
the
like
back end.
It
here.
has to be on the lines of that, like, Four Non Blondes, like, in that kind of realm, where these songs that just never.
Do you know how long it's been since I've listened to Four Non Blondes? I probably haven't heard What's Up since I left the old station. I would throw that jam in there. If I was ever at a party, you knew if Four Non Blondes was on, I was at that party.
And
It's
man,
one of my
you
go-tos.
Just everyone
Go-tos.
sings along with it.
25 years and my life was cold. I don't know the words actually. You think I would know them? All I know
I
is
just
an
know
I
the hey,
said,
yeah, yeah.
Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on?
So do they have any other songs, or were they kind of a one-hit wonder?
That's a
They-
solid question.
I went
No
down that
and
rabbit.
yes.
I went down that rabbit hole. There was albums, there was songs, but
Oh, yeah.
nothing
Nothing, yeah.
touched What's
Yeah.
Up. And
When
the
you're-
funny part about that song is they never say What's Up once in the entire song,
Right.
but it's the name of the song. Go for
Maybe
it.
you're just supposed to know what's up.
I feel like another one, if we're in this realm, Proclaimers.
Oh, 500
yeah.
miles.
Yeah,
I've loved that.
Oh.
that all brings me back to that same period.
Did you ever hear the Down by Law cover?
Yes, it's
Yes.
fantastic.
Yes.
See, that's good.
Yeah.
What's another one?
Way to bring it into
I-
the punk realm.
Yeah.
That's nice
well,
job,
I,
Mike.
I think it's always interesting how, and maybe that's the shtick, I guess, but like a band, I guess for me, like I probably heard the Down by Law version first,
There's
and
a
then
lot
it's
of
like, and then
those.
you discover
Yeah.
the originating band.
I
Kind
like
of
There
thing.
was a
Like,
time
it's
in our
like-
lives when punk rock and like more specifically Me First and the Gimme Gimmes came out that I legit thought all of these songs were originals done by them. Mm-hmm. And then you figure out, oh wait, they just punk up old songs?
Yeah, you're in the grocery store. You're like,
Yeah.
how did this band cover the Me First and the
Yeah,
Gimme
why are they
Gimmes?
covering
What
this
the
so
heck, man?
slowly? It sounds horrible
this
like
is the
this.
worst.
Yeah, exactly. And
I
then
do
you
like-
realize, oh.
With that Down by Law cover where he's like, and Haver, whatever the hell that means.
Yeah.
That's a good line.
See, personal touches.
Yeah.
And there's another one like in kind of like the hardcore scene. It is a Gorilla Biscuits song.
Gorilla Biscuits.
But like Raised Fist covers it. I think Good Riddance covers, or no, 88 Fingers Louie maybe.
Oh, 88 Fingers Up Your Ass. What an
I'd have to
That-
check, but it's
fantastic
like
band.
it's like all kind of similar bands in the same genre kind of thing
Yeah.
cover this one song, and
Yeah.
it's like, and they all fucking sound rad.
That was one of my biggest issues with music as a whole nowadays. Every time a new song would come on, well, I was, again, still at the other station. A new song. It's like, hey, we got a brand new song. And that's a cover of this song.
Yeah. The
It's a cover of this
Cranberries.
song.
You've got
It's a
Simon and
cover of this
Garfunkel.
song. I got so fed up to the point where I got in trouble while being on the air, saying, you know what? I'm sick and tired of people calling this new music. It's
What's
not
not?
new, man. Like,
No.
create something on your own. Stop piggybacking someone else. It just drives me nuts. But then you also think about how hard it is to create your own music. It's so, and I'll give you an example. Strip Down last Tuesday. Shout out to Curtis Anderson and the whole team over there at Strip Down. Absolutely amazing. They had Equal, the rapper, Equal, performing in studio. It's super cool. And then they're taking questions from the audience. And she had mentioned before about how she was watching Rap City on BET, which was like big time for her. And it's like Souls of Mischief and all these incredible hip hop bands were on there. And that's what opened her up to all that. And I asked her, I said, do you feel, well, the question was, how do you feel about the state of hip hop as a whole right now? Because for me, when I listen to all this new music that comes out, it's all horrible, again, to me. And I asked her, I said, is it because I was alive during the golden age of music and we got to hear all of these hip hop acts come up and change the game and make stuff their own and do stuff that just blew our minds over and over again? And now people don't even have the luxury of trying to do that, because if you try to be different in any way from what's going on, it's so unbelievably different that people that were used to this could never understand this. And then it sort of came full circle in that you have to keep trying to, do different things. But at the same time, you also have to understand how hard it is. And that new people listening to these new types of music are going to fall in love with it just like we fell in love with the new type of music back when it was really, really good. That's my little take on it. But does that make any sense to you guys, or am I just out to lunch with all that?
No, I mean, I don't understand. Do they call it rap? Is it rap nowadays?
Well,
is
there's
it
like
hip hop.
different-
Like to me,
there's like
it's not.
A perfect
It's not
like-
hip hop,
like
right?
mumble rap. It's like a
Right.
like a sort of
Right.
genre now. And it's
Skip it.
yeah, there's mumble. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, I
know.
can mumble rap.
It's, I don't know. I think again,
And there's a
just
place for all of
old
it. Like,
guy.
as long as people are enjoying it, I'm all for it. I'm just saying it's not for me.
And maybe because I don't listen to it, or I don't even, I don't really listen to the radio, so a song doesn't come on. It's like, oh, this is that new rap song by so and so, whatever.
That's maybe we're just so set in our ways.
It seems more. It seems less about the music and more about the image. I don't know. Maybe that's
That
just
was
me.
what
I don't
Equal
really
had
understand.
said too. Was that, you get these people coming on and they're sounding like they're so hard and they're this and that when literally they grew up rich and they have no street cred at all.
Right.
And that's sort of like its own new thing that becoming a genre. It's really weird.
Yeah, similar to like the 80s with glam rock where everything got blown
Right.
out of proportion and, like it was all about, the
Cocaine.
show, cocaine, awesome stuff.
And hair. Dr. Rock's the rock.
But
and roll
yeah,
clown.
then grunge came out as a response to that
Yeah.
to say, hey, let's bring it back to, wearing plaid and just playing rock and roll. And I think
Thinking
that
about
could
the
be a
music.
case
So
where
is
it's just a
it-
cycle.
Bring it
I
back.
like that analogy. So
Bringing it back.
the rap nowadays is the glam rock of.
Potentially.
Yeah.
No, that's
Ooh, I'm
thought.
excited for the new grunge then.
There you go.
Well, I'm not saying because I'm shitting on all the young
No,
person's
no.
music, but
That would
like
be freaking awesome.
I feel like we are in kind of a stagnant time.
Yeah.
where
Yes. Thank you. That's
it's-
what I was trying to
the
say.
film industry is the same as the music industry, and LB will probably agree with me on this, where like you can't even get the go ahead to do something
Yeah.
unless it's guaranteed to make money.
Yeah.
So people are afraid
Nothing
to be
original.
original.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're afraid to break new ground and try something different.
take
so I'm
risks.
excited for when the music industry moves into the, I'll say, the new grunge phase,
Yeah.
where whatever it is, even if I don't like it, I'm excited for
Something
people to,
different.
to take it
Yeah.
back and like,
And
I
yeah.
don't want to say bring it to the people, but like just do something else.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I
up for
say
it. I'm
anything
excited
like
for
with a grain of salt because my parents reacted to my music the exact same way that
course.
I react to the music that comes out today. You know what I mean? Like,
Fair enough.
I don't know.
Sorry, I was just playing hand footsie with Anders there.
Ooh.
Trying to get the
It's one of those
transmitter
weird
on.
things where like you grow up and you eventually you don't become your parents,
But you-
like you
you
understand.
understand
like,
them.
I don't understand why you like that music, Brando. It's like, you
Yeah.
don't get it, Daddy.
Yeah.
It's
You'll
lame.
never
You're
understand.
never gonna now it's like, well,
We are those
we're
guys.
doing the same thing, but in our heads, like, yeah, but you're fucking lame because
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
like this song about fucking cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
My stuff's still cool.
Yeah, like my
it's
stuff
it's you,
rules.
it's not me.
Yeah. And I get it, and I
You're
hate
there.
that I get it,
Yeah.
but I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
LB, you want to give Frankie a kick for us, buddy? Wait for it. And we are playing ourselves out. Ladies and gentlemen, there's been another incredible edition of the All That Angst podcast here on the Tuesday edition of your show. Huge thank yous going out to this man right here, Matt from All the Bands, and Fresca. Yeah, dog. Get that Fresca out of here. Uncle Mike, my sweet man, thank you for always making it and being amazing. Damn20 promo code. Check it out at the old website, Uncle Mike's allnaturals.com.
UncleMike'sNatural.com.
I was so close. There it is. Head over there. Get your 20% off your order. And Uncle Brando, the other side of the uncle table, thank you so much for our Twitch stream earlier today with Super Ninja Boy. As well. Is it Ninja Boys?
Ninja Boy.
Weird.
Just one.
So my guy gets no love.
No, my guy gets no love.
Oh,
You're
okay,
player
I got
one,
the guy,
dude.
yeah. I got Jack, you got
Boy, like
Ryu.
B-O-Y,
That's it. Just gonna ask that.
Should be
Just
boy.
B.O. Lame.
So thank you for that, and thank you for joining us here on the All Out of Angst edition of your show.
Thanks
I'm
for
so
having me.
grateful that you're here, and I hope you continue to stop by because you, like you just proven here today, belong here. This is your home, so that's very good. To LB, again, thank you for always being my sweet, beautiful LB. You are amazing. Royal Anders, thank you for coming in here and not wearing any clothes. Very nice to see you with your bits out there. That's good. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Whew. Did LB open the door to check? We will be back tomorrow, as it will be the All the Way Around Table edition of your show. We'll also have an update on the forest fire evacuees, as our friends with the Saskatoon Community Foundation are putting a campaign together with United Way to help out people displaced by the forest fires. So we'll check in with Fred and Rachel from there, and we'll get you a nice little update right from the people doing all of that stuff. Now, there's nothing left to do except thank you for being a part of this each and every day, because without you, there's none of this. There's no movement to make the world a better place. There's no one to remind you, put others before yourself, because karma is very, 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 very real. And if you do good things, they'll start happening to you. This place continues to prove that each and every day. So feel free to become a part of this, all right? We'd love to have you and continue to helping each other out, lifting each other up. I know it sounds cliche, but it's really, really true. We love you so, so much. Have an amazing rest of your Tuesday!
Happy Pride!
Smell you later!